Kalimera, Kala. This is what I learned yesterday evening, thanks to the colleagues, speakers. I'm here for the first time in Greece. I'm very happy to be here, and I want to talk today about project to business as usual. First of all, warm greetings from IFMA Belgian chapter to the IFMA Greece chapter. I came here to participate to this event with a great pleasure. My name is BAU, and I'm actually founder of the BHM Group consultancy office based in Belgium, specialized in real estate and facilities, but also giving trainings in a high school in Brussels in facility management and in real estate. I'm also IFMA board member, as you can see, and I would like to start with one thing that I would like to share today is focus on the user experience. Whatever you do, project, business as usual, mobility, whatever, focus on the user experience. This is the most important thing that I would like you to know. Also, challenges. When we talk about our activities, instead of talking about problems, please talk about challenges, because it helps you to get this positive vibe and to solve those issues, those topics, easier than when you talk about problems. One of the challenges that we have at the end of a project is the bad transition. And the bad transition has a lot of reasons. You know, it can be no ownership, or, for example, lack of FM involvement from the beginning, no documentation, a lot of reasons, and the result is a disaster. The result is unsatisfied and frustrated users or colleagues. And this is what we want to avoid. The fact that we work on a good transition or to deliver a good project is to keep our colleagues satisfied and to keep them inside the company and not to leave the company. The talent retention, what we call the talent retention. So the project that I would like to share with you today is a fit out and a move of the HQ of a high-speed company in Brussels, operating in four countries, in Belgium, in the Netherlands, in France, and in Germany. This high-speed company has headquarters in Brussels, and the purpose was to move from the Stefania Square, located also in Brussels, to Marcel B Square in Brussels, to be closer to the operational station where we operate, and the building called the SCOB, South City Office Building. For about 35 to 40% of this building is allocated to Thalys, this company that transformed in Eurostar. And as you can see, the project limited in time. We started in September 2015 and ended in April 2017. Why a project of 10 years ago? Because first, it was one of the major projects that I've done. And second, it was really modern, revolutionary, and avant-garde. That means that I will show you later, we done a lot of things that a lot of companies are in the obligation to do that post-COVID. We didn't wait until 2022 or 2023 to do it. We did it in 2017, and it was a revolution. 3.2 million of capex or investment, 4,200 square meters, 307 persons or staff members, 12 PM, within the PM team, 12 persons and 9 departments. Now, the main question was why? And the answer is to keep our customers satisfied. And in order to do that, you have first to think about your colleagues, satisfy your colleagues, and they will satisfy your customers. The added value of this project is, as I said, revolutionary flex desk in 2017, telework policy with 8 office presence days per month, which is not that much, clean desk, first in, first served, waste management, no more bins in the offices, is only in the common areas, and then the follow me environment, to think about the environment and go for paperless. The transition is made and measuring is knowing. So we needed a survey 3 months after day 1 in order to measure whether people were satisfied about this project or not. And the result is terrific. 87.2% of our colleagues were satisfied about the result and the way we managed the product. So the success factors are a mix of soft services, soft skills, and hard skills. The first one is the expression of needs. If you want to succeed, you need to work on an expression of needs that englobe everything. You have to talk about with the stakeholders, and clearly define the scope. The 5 W's, H questions that you have to answer in order to be able to actually make it a success. The SWOT analysis. The project needs a SWOT analysis. And to interview the main persons within the company, starting with the ExCo or with the ExCom and the CEO, etc. The representative from each department, because you know that the operational department doesn't have the same requirements or doesn't have the same needs as the human resources department. So it's needed to talk with experts, representative of those departments. Also the unions. In Belgium we have strong unions, and that's why we need to keep them satisfied and to talk with them. And last but not least, it was for me useful to talk to the receptionist, the reception service. Why? Because your first contact when you go to an office or a company is the reception. So we need to welcome you as it has to be. The second success factor is involvement and accountability. The involvement of the ExCo and mainly the CEO is key to succeed, as I said. And if you don't have the approval of the CEO, means failure. So please go for and talk to the CEO to get the global vision, to get the roadmap, and to get this confirmation that you can work on it. The CFO, of course, to validate your budget, and then the different ExCo members, it depends on their responsibility. They will actually help you go further with this project by taking the right decisions. Now, you need to know who owns what after day 1, of course, and then to define the escalation path, the stabilization period, what does include, etc., and then involve teams to choose a part of the office furniture. This is what we call co-creation or co-collaboration. When I take a part of my teams and ask them to test office furniture or to test a headphone or whatever, I give them the opportunity to take part of this project actively. They will actually be proud by taking part of it. And a very important point, if you have the ability to combine FM and PM, please do it. Because the FM will be involved from the beginning of the process, and then you will reduce the mistakes. You will reduce those dysfunctionalities in your system and in your assets or requirements. Success factor number 3 is governance. As a PM, you have or you need a helicopter view. You look 360 degrees, you see everything, and you are able to give answers or to go to experts to get the answers. So you are at the center of this project. You need to be a good communicator and, of course, help your teams by giving the right informations and also emphasizing the bottom-up and top-down communication. Sometimes we need really the bottom-up communication coming from the teams to share it with the ExCo. It's so important for the success of your project. And as I said, you work with different teams, so you have the project team in the middle, steering co is your ExCo level, and then the CEO, and on the down part, you have the experts of each department, plus the ambassadors. They will help you to accept the project. The success factor, number 3 is governance, and you see, you have to define the scope and manage the expectation of each department. Make clear agreements and learn to delegate. You can't do everything alone. You have to delegate, and you have to work with experts. Here are the examples. If you talk about the brand, you have to go to the brand manager and ask to validate what we have to do in order to respect the graphic charter of the company. Talking about contracts with suppliers, subcontractors, contractors, you need the legal and the purchasing department. Communication and human resources in order to manage the change, which is very important, and of course, to work on co-creation. And CSR and safety are even important. So you see the real estate facilities, or the PM is in the center working with different departments and being as a conductor of this project. Number 4, user experience, communication, and communication. You have to communicate. You have to share the right informations with the right people. Communicating with the ExCo team, it's not the same as communicating with the experts or with the rest of the team. So you have to adapt your communication based on the persons you will talk to. So you have internal and external communication during and after the project, social media, magazines, etc. So a lot of things that you have to do. A time lapse, I see a construction site time lapse. You can actually go for a movie of your project and then reduce it to 2 or 3 minutes that you can share with the teams. A lot of things that you have to do with communication. User experience communication, you have also to communicate clearly with a clear timeline, use visuals from your company. So you see, it's a high-speed company. We use the train to show the timeline and update and share the informations. Increase trust and involvement when you give a clear communication. Also communication, as I said, you have to set milestones. Clean communication will means also that you will go for a commitment and respect your commitment. And with different phases, you are able to show what you are doing and what the message will be to build together, and it makes the outcome more credible and increase support and acceptance, because, as I said, a change management is also very important in this project. Number 4 is enhance the user experience. I said from the beginning, the center of your activities will be to enhance, to increase the user experience. Clear communication, change management, the onboarding. FM can actively participate in the onboarding of newcomers by giving the right information about our activities, what we do as a FM. It's all about your image, and consider FM as like marketing. You have to commercialize your activity and show that you are valuable for the company, and not only technical issues or solving technical issues. So define and increase your service level and culture. Consider the building as a day hotel, hospitality, services. You do everything in an office except sleeping. So you will upgrade the service that you offer to your, not to your colleagues, but to your customers. Consider your colleagues as customers. Explain and promote the way of working. We talked a lot about the new ways of working, the activity-based working, ABW, the hybridation post-COVID, etc. So explain. Take time to give examples and explain in order to convince and to embark people in this journey. A project is like that is good opportunity to promote your work. The hard service and the hard part of the story is the technical outcome. You have to require the as-built from your different contractors, the DEU, which is in French, Dossier d'intervention ultérieure, that means subsequent intervention file, and then work together with the different suppliers to make sure that the technical installations are working well. Conclusion? No conclusion. Involve the right persons, as I said, ownership, communication is a key, and then BAU is actually the success, or a project is only successful when BAU is successful. Focus on user experience. Thank you very much.